A new sunrise. The mornings used to be the worst. The darkness would lift outside, but inside my mind the storm was just brewing. The years of financial strain, the pressure of being a mother when my own heart felt hollow, the constant weight of feeling like I was failing everyone. It had all compounded into a paralyzing fear. I felt fragmented, my thoughts a relentless negative tape loop. You're not good enough. You're going to break. God has surely forgotten you. My hands would tremble, my breath shallow. I was a wife and mother crippled by the constant mental and emotional turmoil the enemy whispered into my soul. Then one gray morning I read the words. It wasn't just a verse. It was a lifeline, a declarative thunderclap against the lies. God is love. Everything He does for us is good. I sat there, cup of tea growing cold, and let the truth sink past the layers of anxiety. My heart whispered, if this is true, then the fear is a lie. I made a conscious choice, a tiny flicker of will, to meet with Him in His word that day. And I heard His voice, clear and loving, drowning out the noise. The passage continued. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. I realized my struggle was not a sign of God's rejection, but a battle against an already defeated foe. The enemy was using his lies to create fear, but Jesus had already crushed him. I had been fighting the battle in my own strength, trying to manage my mind and emotions with sheer willpower, and I was losing. But now it was different. I was holding on to a promise. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. The anxiety was a weapon, the despair was a weapon, but they were useless against the power of Christ's resurrection manifested in my body. I closed the Bible, tears finally falling, not of sadness, but of a sudden immense relief. I may be a fragile earthen vessel, hard-pressed, perplexed, struck down, but the excellence of the power is of God and not of me. My weakness was no longer a liability. It was the canvas upon which His perfect, sufficient grace would be painted. I stood up, took a deep breath, and felt a quiet, steadying presence. I am not crushed. I am not forsaken. I am filled with the resurrection life of Jesus. I know the storms will return, the whispers will try again, but my footing is on solid rock now. The God of peace has promised to crush Satan under your feet shortly. I received it by faith. I am not just surviving the turmoil. I am an inheritor of His righteousness, and I walk forward in the power, love, and sound mind He has already given me. The sun is shining in my heart today.